At Jones Lang LaSalle, we tracked $5.7 billion worth of transaction activity in 2010. That was triple the volume of 2009, and although it falls a bit below our long-term average of about $7.5 billion per year, we've seen a blockbuster January, and we expect the year of 2011 to meet or exceed normalized levels.
The majority of the deals were the core business deals located in the downtown district, but one of the most interesting trends that we saw was the reemergence of value-added and opportunistic transactions. 19 value-added and opportunistic deals transacted in 2010, equaling about $1.4 billion. According to Jones Lang LaSalle, that's as much sales volume in 2009's entirety. So that was a remarkable turnaround, and what I really think it indicates is that investors were, one, priced out of this core well-leased product, and two, that their risk interests shifted and they were willing to take on that added risk for adjusted higher returns. And Washington, D.C. is one of the few markets in the entire country where investors really were willing to expand their risk preference from the core product to maybe the suburbs and the value-added and opportunistic transactions.
Taken in total, the Washington, D.C. area has seen 7 building transactions exceed $800 per square foot. 3 of those occurred in the year of 2010, and we expect at Jones Lang LaSalle for another transaction to close in February of 2011 that again exceeds that $800 per square foot mark.
The largest segment of the buying population was domestic institutions, accounting for about 30% of all transactions. REITs also accounted for about 20% of transaction volumes and really reemerged as a large portion of the buyer segment. At Jones Lang LaSalle, we really believe that 2011 the theme will be a sustained, robust recovery. What we saw in 2010 was fantastic, and there's no indication so far that that'll trail off in 2011. January witnessed $500 million in transaction volume, which it took until May of 2010 to reach that level. If this transaction volume continues the way it has, which we at Jones Lang LaSalle really believe it will, there's no reason to believe that this market shouldn't reach its historical average of about 116 transactions per year. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but certainly will be a robust recovery and differ from what we've seen the past 2 or 3 years.